What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Anomalies channel. I don't have a picture for you today. I got more of a 2-3 second part of a video that I watched yesterday. It really stood out for me. Now, a lot of people claim that NASA's not hiding anything, that they wouldn't lie to us. Now, of course, there's a whole bunch of us that do believe that they are lying. I personally believe we're on Mars, but as far as the manipulations, I believe that's 100% too. But what I'm going to what I'm going to show you guys, or let you listen to, and I will leave the link because this particular video isn't mine. I don't take any credit for it. I believe it's from the UFO Net channel. I'll leave the link as always anyway, so you guys can check this out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the NASA team, but there's one guy in particular in this particular video bite. That it's what he says it's kind of blows your mind. His name's John Grotzinger, and if you're not familiar with him, this is I believe him here. And like I said, he's got the little rover right in front of him, a little model. But that's him, and I believe this is the team. Usually it's these guys here, Dave, Mike, and John's right there in the middle, and then you got Paul and Chad. What's funny about it, look at the piece of garbage they got in his background here, up on the screen. This is what's amazing. They usually get together to have conferences, for the press conferences and stuff like that. If I saw that, I'd immediately raise my hand and say, did you have one of your kids draw this? Or, seriously, where's the real pictures of Mars? Because that just looks like the biggest piece of trash I've ever seen in my life. That's supposed to be Mount Garbage. I'm sorry, Mount Shab. But like I said, I've got a little sound bite here, and it's really wild. It's what he says, and I'm going to give you my take after the video bite, and then I want you guys at the end, as usual, comment because yeah, let me just let you see this thing, and it'll kind of blow your mind.
This high-rise camera is incredibly valuable because you can see this table from orbit. And so that means we can come up with accurate models.
Okay, so we can see this table from orbit. Whoa. We can see this table from orbit. That's what he says. The high-rise camera is incredibly valuable because you can see this table from orbit. Okay. So now, first of all, I think that's impressive. I mean, because I love anything to do with space. And if you guys are hardcore people that love space and love everything about what's going on, I believe we are on Mars. I believe that 100%. What's puzzling, though, is this is what blows my mind. I'm not only, at awe because I think that's just really wild, but I'm actually pissed off at the same time. Because I'm thinking to myself, okay, any aerial photograph, unless, of course, it's like a... I've seen a couple of pictures of Gale Crater that were literally taken outside the atmosphere. In other words, they didn't try to reach in and look at the ground of Gale Crater or Mount Shab. And for all you guys that don't know, Gale Crater is just a giant crater, and Mount Shab is right in the center of it. And like I say in a couple of comments I wrote to people, there's no accident that these guys are here. Come on. It's not an accident. They've seen this, like I said, from the very beginning, Viking 1 in the mid-70s. And they did a couple flybys. They seen this stuff on there and said, whoa, what's going on here? And then years later, in 1996, they throw up the Hubble. That wasn't there just to go look at outside of our galaxy. Come on. The first thing they did was they probably pointed at every single planet to see what's on it. I'm sure of it, because why would anybody put a multi-billion-dollar or whatever this thing costs to throw it in space just to simply look out past our solar system and just say, hey, don't worry about our solar system. Let's just look out there. Come on. But getting back to this high-rise orbiter, I'm going to myself, oh, wow. So why the crappy pictures? Why don't we get, if you ever see the pictures, don't get me wrong, they have some really astonishing pictures from the high-rise. This is the problem. Most of the areas that they show is either A, zoomed way out, so you can't see any fine detail, or it is zoomed in, and then all of a sudden the picture's cartoonish. It's like they've really done their manipulation to it. So you know they're hiding this stuff, because if not, why can't you see every nook and cranny on Mount Shab? Why can't you see everything inside the Gale Crater? Or right there at the base of Mount Shab? Why can't you see any of this? No, it's all this cartoonish kind of goofy stuff going on. It just doesn't make any sense to me, guys. It's amazing. And this guy, John Grotzinger, is not some, gopher, like he just goes and gets coffee for everybody. This guy is part of the geological, and planetary, exploration kind of thing. So this guy's a big wig, so to speak, when it comes to this NASA team. So yeah, I just think it's insane that when he came out with that, that's the only thing that really stuck out to me in this. And you can see it right here, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, see, it's UFO Video Net. So, and it's, believe it or not, the rest of it really didn't, really do anything for me, so to speak. But that one part stuck out, and I'm saying, and I know these guys do. Even the Curiosity has a camera that would blow your shorts off. I don't care if it was a 2 meg picture, camera rather. It doesn't make sense to me, because they could put together all of these panoramas and stuff like that, and why won't they just, let's say it doesn't take, it can't really focus that much, well then get right up on the object and take a picture of it. They're not going to do that. And I believe they're streaming video from the other cameras, because it's I think there's like 10 to 12 between the mass cams, the nav cams, I mean you name it, there's at least 10 to 12 cameras on this thing. I think one part of this NASA project is probably video streaming this thing and taking pictures, while the other camera is showing, hey, look, we can drill rocks. So I don't believe, I think they're seeing a mess of things on this planet, but they're not going to show us, we the people. So, and of course, this is only my thoughts. I'm not saying everybody has to agree with me, but I'd be interested in your thoughts and what you guys think, because clearly they could take some super phenomenal pictures of the surface. And because different, depending on where the orbiter is, they can take it at different angles. They can take it right on top of Gale Crater. They can take it from any position they want if they reposition the thing themselves. So here's another thing I thought was a little interesting. They said in April, Mars will be behind the sun and will be on the opposite side of the sun. And they go on to say something about, I don't know if this is the same video or another video. It may be the same one, but anyway, it says, so we won't be able to give it any commands, which makes sense, because there's no way a radio signal can get, because he said that, something along the lines of, we won't be able to give it any commands, but, in the same sentence now, he says, but we will be able to listen to a daily signal from the rover to make sure it's okay. I'm going, okay, I'm confused. You can't give it commands, but it can send you a signal back. So, again, inconsistencies. Let me tell you something. I've been in radio for quite a while, and I don't mean like FM radio. I mean like on CB. I used to do like DXing, which means long range. It was a big hobby of mine. I haven't been in it for a while, but I used to talk all over the world. And when the atmosphere was just right, the ionosphere, excuse me, the ionosphere was thick and it could bounce off, especially if you had hurricanes or large storms and it were moving off the East Coast. I mean, you could talk to the UK like it was like you were sitting here talking to your family or something, like on the phone close by. I mean, I used to talk to Australia, East London, which is on the very southern tip of Africa. I mean, I used to enjoy this stuff, but, I just kind of got out of it, and, different things in life change and so on and so forth. This is one of my hobbies now. But if you know, as a radio person, if you can hear them, there's a good chance you can talk back to them. And most people, and if you're not don't understand, the orbiters on around Mars, they're actually a relay for this little rover. When I say little, as opposed to bigger orbiters and stuff, but it has just small transmitters on this VHF and UHF transmitters on this Curiosity rover. They relay it through the satellites out in space, and then it retransmits it back to Earth in much greater power. So I find it hard to believe that these guys, well, we can get a signal back and it's telling us it's okay, but they can't send it a command? Ah, come on. It's just so many inconsistencies. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's almost like, hey, guys, when it's April, it's bum rush time. We're going to do everything we can to take advantage of this. So it'd be like a blackout for the public, so to speak. So, I don't know. I mean, you guys, again, this is just my thoughts. I'm not saying, that you should believe what I'm telling you, but I want you to make your own basically minds up of what you think. I mean, you can do some, just check into this stuff as far as the equipment that this rover's got on it, and when they say like in April, we'll be on different sides of it'd be basically Mars would be on the backside, it won't be on the front side, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. But it's just really wild how they just come out with these inconsistencies and basically in one sentence. And then what he says about the high-rise camera, they could see a table on the surface. And this is the reason why it puzzles me. So many people just come out of their way and they just go, you guys are just idiots. You got too much time on your hands, and this is none of this true. Let me tell you something. Between what my buddy Will over at the What's Up in the Sky, he does great videos, and he shows you these things point blank. Come on, you got to be a fool not to believe this stuff is not there. At least that's these pictures are from NASA. It's not like he's doctoring these things up and making them up himself. Just like my friend over there, his name's Christian. He's on the Olympus Sky. So these guys, they do great videos and they pull this stuff out, and they're showing you this stuff. And I think that between the three of us, I mean, if you still believe that all this is BS, I really don't know what to tell you. That's basically all I can say. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys throw me your comments. Tell me what you think. Like I said, if you guys have done any checking into this stuff as far as what you think or just your views, leave a comment down below. If you're just a viewer and you want to subscribe, please do. I mean, check out my videos. I got something new coming out all the time. Tell me what you guys think. Subscribe. Give me some thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. I do this stuff for you guys. My channel is about the truth. I don't know it all. I would love to. I don't. And this is the reason why I keep looking into these pictures, because I want to find the truth. I want to see their slip-ups. I want to see their screw-ups. And when I see them, I bring them to you guys. And I usually try to get the latest stuff. Sometimes I'll bounce back to the older stuff. But a lot of times I like to do the latest stuff and just show you, hey, even at this moment, with these pictures coming down, and they're throwing them into their galleries, this is what I'm finding in them. So, anyway, guys, stay tuned. You'll always see something different, man. I just, I'm looking for the truth. If you are, then subscribe. That's what we're here for. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. Always appreciate it, and I will see you guys next pick.